Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Oh my gosh, how's everybody doing on our Smondays? That is
what up, Smondays? We owe that one to Justin. That's the smooth Monday vibes.
Mondays, I love it.
Monday.
Fantastic. So here we are. YouTube yesterday had some issues. We didn't have any issues. We were ready.
We've got all kinds of issues, but live streaming ain't one.
Live streaming we were ready yesterday. We actually were good. So yeah. Oh my gosh.
Right, we're good.
All right. Yeah. So how's everybody doing on this Monday? Not a Sunday.
What up, Mondays?
Mondays. Mondays. Heather's got her popcorn. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Dominic.
What up, party
Robert,
people?
Nancy. There's Nancy. We got to meet her. And Rhonda's here. We got to meet Rhonda. We were at the Sharon at Sea meetup on Saturday. I think it was Saturday. Yeah, it was so much fun.
Very cool.
So great to meet people that you see virtually that you don't actually know, and it's fun to put faces to names and all that stuff. So we had such a great time. Thank you, Sharon at Sea, for inviting us to come out.
It was quite lovely. It was
quite lovely.
Quite lovely. It was.
Loved it. So good.
Brill.
So, how's everyone doing? Oh, trivia. Let's get to that while Sean's saying hi to everybody. If you were curious, cruise vlog numbers. You guys said 100. We have done 100 plus. Oh, my gosh.
Heather, thank you. Heather,
thank you so much.
You are awesome.
Oh my gosh. That is the best. There you are. Oh, thank you so much for your super chat. That is fantastic. Oh my gosh.
You are super.
You are super. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. Thank you so much. So cruise vlog numbers, we have actually done officially 111 now. We have been Disney Day 2, Disney Magic Day 2 was our official 100, and we've done 11 since then. So that's exciting. And we have more coming soon, which is very, very exciting. Ultimate guides. I think somebody said 11. Who was that? Was that Vanessa? I think that was Vanessa. Good job. 11. We also did 3 island guides as well. So 11 ship guides, 3 islands, which is fantastic. Vloggers and Inspires. The list is very long. We love all of you guys.
Everybody.
And we're meeting new vloggers and new people to watch and go on YouTube. Cool. So thank you guys so much. If you have not seen our vloggers that we watch, check that out. The videos in all somewhere down there. Give a search down there. The museum in Amsterdam. We did go to Anne Frank, and Nurse Nancy was correct. It was very tiny, very, very small. And the number of Cruising with Sean and Stef episodes is 1. But that's going
Dominic
to change.
got it right.
Yes, Dominic got it right. That's going to change. So there you go. Trivia. Yay. And did you love those fun facts? I know Nurse Nancy loves Bruges as much as we do. It's such a magical place. And it's a medieval town, which is really, really cool. So the architecture and the canalways and the bridges, it's very romantic. And at the same time, it's very medieval. So it's a really cool place to go. So if you have a chance to go there. And we just found out today that they made a movie about Bruges.
They did.
What?
Oh my goodness, Crystal, thank you.
Gosh, Crystal.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much.
What? This is awesome. Thank you so much.
Crystal, yours, the machine's not where. There you are.
Woo.
Oh my gosh, thank you so
That
much,
is awesome.
Crystal. You're
Thank you,
going
Crystal.
on
Symphony.
of the
Ooh,
Seas.
in 18 days. Ooh.
Yes.
Oh wow, we're working on a project about Symphony right now, and it's still my favorite ship. So
Yes.
have fun. Oh my goodness gracious, it's
You're going to love it. It's so great. So great. We have we'll talk about what's coming out this week. But we'll get there. But we do have something really cool coming out on Friday that might be helpful for you.
Well.
Be good. All right. I feel like I've been talking really fast. I'm gonna slow it down.
She's excited.
We actually get to go live. I'm really excited. So yeah, that's the trivia questions and the Bruges facts. And they're really exciting. It's actually really fun for me to build the countdown now because I get to learn all these things that I didn't even learn about when I was there. So that's kind of fun. Okay, so we're good.
Yeah, we're good. Did you want to take some questions? What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
Well, first let's talk about, in case you missed last week, we had
Okay.
a lot of stuff come out, which we should see some more stuff coming out very soon too. So
yeah.
we released, this is the stuff we released last week. So here it is, just in case you missed it. We released our 100 Days at Sea.
Mm-hmm.
You guys got the questions right. We've done 111 cruises now, but we've done what at Disney Magic was 100 full days at sea, which is so exciting. Oh my gosh. We released Ventura Day 6,
Mm-hmm.
which was Laundry Day.
Laundry Day.
Which is very fun.
Too bad that can't be a thing every week, you know?
Yeah.
Laundry Day.
Laundry Day.
Not as cool as Ship Tour Day, but
Not.
it was really cool to do laundry on a ship, and it was complimentary. That was fantastic.
I love that. We also released 5 Things We Love. Our series is going to be releasing every Wednesday. But this past week was 5 Things We Love about Royal Caribbean Cruise Line. So if you haven't seen that, check that one out. And then we also released our Day 7 vlog for Ventura, which was supposed to be a tender port to Guernsey, but the waves and wind were too strong, so we did not get to go to Guernsey. And instead, we had an impromptu sea day. It is very fun. Beer flights and all were fantastic fun. If you have not seen that, the beer faces are something that you probably want to see. They just weren't good. Just wasn't good.
You know,
beers
beer's an
were not
acquired taste in
good.
general, and it was a lot of it smelled like gas station cologne.
wasn't
So it's
good.
just like when you get that whiff before you even drink it, you're like, oh, goodness gracious, you know.
It wasn't good. Wasn't very good. All right, and then we released our P&O Ventura full review. So last week on Fridays now, we're going to be releasing cruise ship reviews. We used to do, I think we mentioned this last week with our reviews for ships. We used to do them live, but since we're doing live with you guys, we're not going to make them live anymore. We're going to make them structured, and everybody's really liking them. So P&O Ventura went out on Friday. So all of that brings us to this. Right. What's coming out this week?
What's coming up this week, y'all?
What's coming up this week? All right, Monday. Today. This
It,
released
it
today.
was supposed to be tomorrow. So Monday was Embarkation tips. Today we released our video on Embarkation tips.
Yeah, tomorrow, Ventura Day 8 will be released.
Ooh, which is basically Southampton.
Wednesday will be our 5 Things We Love About NCL.
NCL.
And then Thursday, we're going to have our big Symphony of the Seas review. So that might be handy to you, Crystal, for your trip. And then on Friday, we get to start P&O.
We start
Azura.
P&O all over again with the Azura, and we go to Norway.
Oh my gosh.
Norway.
So excited about that. So this is what's coming up. Lots of stuff coming up this week. Embarkation Day came on today, which it's been fun to watch people give us their tips. We have a bunch of tips from people. So if you read the comments below, lots of good tips from seasoned cruisers, which is really fun. I love reading all those. So everybody has great tips and techniques and what they do on Embarkation Day. So yeah. Hashtag British beer face. Exactly.
For sure.
Good times. So that's it. That's all of our homework. We're caught up now. That was really fast.
NYC Rocks is going on Symphony next month. Can't wait to see your vlogs.
Can't wait to see them.
I feel like we've been talking about you going on Symphony for a really long time. I know it hasn't been as long. It just feels that way, but I'm really excited to see it happen. I can't wait to see your vlogs.
Yes. And Vanessa, you are right. It does lead to fun impromptu sea days, which are fun. It makes you have fun on the ship, especially the Ventura, which doesn't have a lot going on anyway. So it's fun to be able to make up our own excursions, and why not?
Yeah, Vanessa said sometimes skipping a tender leads to fun impromptu sea days. That's true. And if you sail enough, like if you sail like we do, we know about 50% of the time you're not going to make it on your tender anyway. So we don't have a whole lot of hopes when it's a tender port. We get ready, but we both look at each other like, well, we'll see. You know?
Yes, it's very true. Very, very true. So
we've got a lot of cool questions. Do you want to take some?
Let's
All right.
start taking some questions.
All right. Let's go back to where we started with some questions. Let's see. Jeez, you're happy.
Ooh, ovation to Alaska.
Ooh, that sounds
exciting,
amazing.
Tony. Seaside in 11 days. Can you do that review next week? I don't know when that one comes out. What's this one?
This says, hey guys, love what you do. Just wanted to know about the C-bands and how they work. I can't talk about this. I don't have this issue, but Stephanie uses them religiously.
So C-bands are based on acupressure, not acupuncture. You're not puncturing anything. There is a tendon here, like right about, it's actually, if you take your 3 fingers and you put them on your wrist right here, that point right there is the point of acupressure, and it stops seasickness, and it works very well for me in all aspects of seasickness. So if I'm nauseous for any reason at home, I put them on. I put them on the plane, in the car, especially on ships. Now I have increased my seasickness, was it threshold, I guess it would be?
Yeah.
So I don't need them as when we first started cruising, I needed them no matter what. Any kind of motion I was thrown off. Now I can go, it has to be significant waves. Usually on like the Oasis class ships of Royal Caribbean, I don't need them at all because you can't feel the ocean at all. But on smaller ships, sometimes I need them. So they're a fantastic way to not be drugged. I don't like the feeling of Dramamine or Bonine or any of that stuff. I've never tried anything prescription, but I just don't like to take medicine. So it's a nice way to just put pressure on your wrists, and I can take them on, take them off if I feel like I'm not sick anymore. So it works really well. So, and I did not take them on my, was it like our second embarkation day, our second cruise, and I was very sick. Very, very sick. Hope that answers your question. All right.
Looking for some other, here's a good one. We get this a lot. We'll go ahead and just answer it. Basically, how can you travel for 100 days? What do you guys do for a living? Do you Scrooge McDuck with gold coins in the background? Do you have a trust fund? Does mommy and daddy have a lot of money? The answer to all those questions is no. We do the one thing you don't want us to say, and that's we work an ignorant amount of time. We work 2 full-time jobs each. We both average about 100 hours a week when we're not at sea, and we decided since our priorities in life have shifted, we decided to make cruising and travel our priority. It was not why we started this channel. It was not how we started this channel. It was, we had every intention on having a big old family. It didn't work out. And so now we're kind of traveling the world, and the world is our family. So guess what? We've just adopted you. So welcome family, welcome. So that's exactly what's going on. We work an ignorant number of hours. Like I said, 100 hours a week. I usually work 4 a.m. to midnight on average. Stephanie is the same, and we split our time between an online business that we run, which creates tools for people who make video. It's called Rampant Design. You can go to rampantdesigntools.com if you're really interested. That's why my bracelet says Run Rampant. That's our corporation. Stephanie runs so much of that company. I run the other half of that company, and then we split our time between our company and then this channel. So that's it. That's how we do it. It's really just a lot of work. And we've had a couple sponsors. We had Britney Watson from Your Perfect Getaway. She put us on a couple ships, and that was awesome. So, but yeah, between sponsors and just working an ignorant number of hours, and not doing anything. We don't go out to eat. We don't watch movies. We don't watch TV unless it's free. You know, we play free video games. You know,
We do.
We literally don't spend money. So we have an article about it on our blog. I'll find the link and I'll post it. But it's really just working an ignorant number of hours. So. Thank you for the question.
Thank you for the question.
But yeah, it's nothing special.
But we do. Yeah, we're just normal people. We don't have a big thing. It's very sad, but we just had to cancel our MSC cruise.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Our Meraviglia trip has been canceled.
And it's official. We actually pulled the trigger yesterday. And because it's just the finances are a little bit lower than they were last year. So we are just trying to be responsible. And it's one of those things where you have to fly to New York and hotel, and then we have to actually fly back from Miami to here. So the cost of it was very, very great. We really wanted to do it, but that's what it is. That's what you do. Be an adult. So unfortunately, but we will be on Harmony of the Seas in August.
Yeah.
So that one
that's
is
still happening.
a go.
That one's a done deal, and we're already excited because we've got some cool. So we just got some cool information about our trip. So
we did.
Cannot wait. And it literally just came in like right before the live stream. So that was good news. Stephanie was actually afraid to open the email. She's like, I'm not opening this. And I'm like, we have to. And that was good news. So you never
do that where you just don't want. You're like, you read it, you see the subject line come and notification comes on your phone. You're like, I just can't read that. I can't open it. I can't do it. But yeah, so I do. Sean had to open it. I don't know what I'm nervous about. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, Justin says, Don, I was looking forward to your. We've been looking forward to Meraviglia forever, and things change. Remember, last year we had 1 cruise planned, and we did 10. So things ebb and flow, and that's just how it is. So we're not going to cry about it. We're just digging down, working harder, and earning our way to our next cruise. So I know it looks like, when times are good, we sail. When times are tough, we buckle up and just get going again. So we just pull back, So that's just how it is. Life happens. We are real people. We are not wealthy. Everything we've done has been financed with the exception of the 2 trips from Britney. So yeah, it's not a bad thing. It's awesome. We did 100 sea days last year. So we're going to add more to that this year. We've still got the Harmony, and we've still got a whole trip on the Azura to talk about. So cannot wait.
Yes, we do. We do
Robbie
have
O'Malley just jumped in.
Hello, Robbie.
Robbie's live on the Joy, the Norwegian Joy.
Oh my gosh, in Alaska.
Super jealous.
Having a great time.
Yeah, I hope you're having an amazing time, Robbie.
That's got to be on the list one day. One day. Yeah, when you're doing
Heather says adulting sucks. It absolutely sucks. Can't I just have some money and go sailing? Come on. I want to go
It's just one of those things where you have to, our company goes up and down. That's just how companies are.
It's like a stock market is,
Right now it's on the down. We're in a low, so we have to.
Well, we sell products. So typically the summertime is tough for everybody in this space because people spend money on their vacations and whatnot. And right now, so it's when the economy is good, we're good. When the economy is not so good, it is what it is.
But we're just regular people.
Yeah, we're just going with the flow. So it's just a whole lot of spaghetti from now until Harmony, and we're okay with that.
We really like spaghetti.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's a whole lot of spaghetti between now and Harmony. You have no idea. You have no idea about the spaghetti situation here.
Nurse Nancy, this is a great question. Nurse Nancy asks, newest to your channel, how many cruises and cruise lines have you done? So we have done what?
Are we talking about for the channel or in total?
Let's do total.
Total's in the 30s.
Yeah, I don't know the exact
Total's
number.
In the 30s. We started, our very first cruise was on Holland America way back in the day. It was a company cruise, and it sucked because it was a company cruise. They say, bring your family and your spouse. I'm like, cool. Yeah, so you bring your spouse, everyone brings their kids, and like, okay, we'll have meetings from 9 to 5. And they said, bring your family. And the boss just sit there and just rattled off business stuff to our family. Stephanie didn't work there. She didn't care. The kids that people brought didn't care.
Business meeting.
It was ridiculous. so it was a really random situation. But from there, we did a few little royal ships. Did not like them because of the situations. We did we did Enchantment a bunch of times, and it was crazy because, as you all know, 3 and 4 days can be nutty. And so we kind of thought, well, maybe cruising isn't for us. And we gave Liberty a shot at a 5-day, and we were like, it's got to be about 7 days. And then we finally gave Norwegian a try, and we did Getaway, and then we were hooked.
We had so many bad experiences on cruises because we were doing short cruises, and we said, this is it. I think I posted on our Cruise Buddies group, but if you're not part of it, you can see lots of stuff. We post lots of cool stuff in our Cruise Buddy group. Look up Facebook, search in the search term, Sean and Stef Cruise Buddies. But I posted a picture of Sean and I when we got on the Getaway. It was our very last cruise that we were going to do, and we said, if this is terrible, we're not doing anymore. The cruising is not for us. We'll find a different way to vacation. And it was really good because we're still here. We're still doing it. So it was an awesome time. We really loved Norwegian at that time. And we did
we've done like 15 or 20. We've done all the big Norwegian ships many, many, many times, except for the brand new one, the Joy, which a certain friend of ours right now is on. I'm so jealous.
Cruise lines though, we've done Holland America, Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, Carnival,
Celebrity,
MSC, Celebrity, Princess, P&O. That's our list.
That's right. That is
Disney.
Correct. And Disney.
And Disney.
Whew, we always forget Disney because it's technically not cruising. You're on the ocean, but it's so different.
I think somebody asked, let me see if I can find it. Jill, you asked about your ankles swelling. We've had a little bit of water retention on cruises. It depends on the food. We have been noticing that we actually retain a lot more water on Norwegian cruises, so maybe they're putting more sodium in. I don't know.
It also has to do with the fact what's the one thing that Norwegian's known for? It's the drink pass. So the more you drink, the more water you're going to retain. So absolutely, and of course everything's salty. I mean, that's great food, but the steak is salty, the barbecue is salty, the teppanyaki is salty. It's just really good. It's just you got to pound a lot more water than you normally do.
Yes. All right. So, and then we got some. Did you like riding the train systems in the UK?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes.
So easy and so nice to get around where you don't have to drive and you just kind of walk around. Then you can hop on and you can hop off, walk around and hop on, hop off. It's so nice. And we also really like taking the train to the port. We're really excited about the Bright Line. I don't know what it's called. Bright Line, Virgin Train. I don't know what they're going to call it.
Well, it's definitely going to be a Virgin. That's part of the deal. Yeah, it'll be a Virgin train that comes up here.
They are building a train that's supposed to come from go from Orlando to Fort Lauderdale to Miami. When that happens, that will be a game changer for cruising, especially because people will be able to come here vacation and then take the train down to.
And they're building an
ports.
extension from the Orlando airport to Walt Disney World as well. And that's part of the deal. So I think that's how they're getting a lot of it brokered, is saying, hey, eventually this is going to be a Disney train. And, that's when the money comes in.
Yes, yes, yes. So love the trains. They're actually not very difficult to use either. And if you have any issues, there's always a worker there that you can ask. You can also ask the people there in the UK, especially. They're so nice and friendly. They just want to help you. It's really different from here, where if you go to New York, nobody wants to help you in New York. Don't look at me. So we don't look at you. Look down. But yes.
I have another question.
Yes, go.
All right. Hi from Cotswolds, UK. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Do you plan to travel on one of the Cunard Queens? Absolutely. Cunard is definitely on our list. Yes. Now that we've accomplished all the majors, now we're going back through and going, what other ocean liners do we want to do? And then from there, we want to do river cruising and potentially traveling outside of ships altogether. But we definitely want to do river cruising, provided there's not an MSC ship nearby. Anyway, but yeah, no, we really do want to do river cruising. We really want to do Viking Ocean and Viking River, and we want to do like AMA waterways and stuff like that. But when it comes to the ships, HAL is definitely on there, and so is Cunard. So
yes.
Really, really looking forward to trying any of those things.
We really are excited about the Cunard sort of that pomp and circumstance of cruising.
Oh, yes.
That you don't get, especially like on the big family lines.
I'm busting out a monocle. I don't care.
I mean, we just want to try it. You really want to feel like the Titanic and all that stuff. So that would be really, really fun to do. We would love that. We would definitely love that. It's funny. Your question, Emily, about the MSC cruise. I don't know what to say. I just hope nobody was hurt. Nobody was.
I mean, I used to work in disaster movies all the time, and that's a scene straight out of a disaster film.
Like
and I'm really disappointed that there was a chain link fence stopping people from getting off of the port. It's a good thing that the ship didn't go much further into the concrete than it did, but it was a very scary situation, and it looked like people fell in the water. I hope they're safe. I hope they're okay. Really disappointed. I didn't even know they had ocean liners go into Venice. I thought Venice was sinking, so
Yeah, I don't know what the deal was. They haven't released a lot of they've been statements from the companies, but there hasn't been like an investigation statement or anything like that. So we'll just wait and see what happened, but it did look very scary. I was just telling Sean when we watched it, we woke up, and of course I know everybody, if you have cruising stuff in your Facebook feeds, it was just like completely like full of the Italy stuff, and watching the people on the dock. If you didn't see that footage, you should go find it, because it's crazy. That's a small ship, and it looked huge coming in. I can't imagine if it was, I know that they don't fit in there, so you're not going to have like Symphony of the Seas rolling in, but I can't even imagine what that would look like if
could
that
you
was
imagine?
Coming at you like that, because the Opera is tiny. It's a little tiny ship, so
comparatively speaking,
compared to Symphony.
I don't think the people on the pier thought it was tiny.
No,
just
it
saying.
didn't look tiny. It looked
just
huge.
saying.
Like a wall of coming at you, so yikes.
If any of those people ever want to cruise again, they're going to immediately think MSC, because you had that big black logo on the big white ship just coming at you. So I think in their brain, MSC is just, I doubt they'll ever cruise again, though. Just saying.
Scary. It's very scary. Hello, David. No worries. Here we are on Smondays. Thanks to
yeah, Justin named this Smondays. I'm kind of liking it.
Smondays.
Feeling that Smonday vibe.
Mondays. All right, we have any more questions?
Oh.
Uh-oh. Wait, did we have a super
Dawn.
chat? Dawn.
Thank you, Dawn.
Thank you so much.
Woo.
Oh my gosh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you so
Dawn
much.
is awesome. Thank you. Woo, woo, woo.
Yay! Thank you. Look at this. We will be back on a cruise before you know it. Thank you guys so much. Oh my gosh, so thankful.
Robbie says, shout out to Sean and Steph for helping me and answering all my camera questions. We know we love you, Robbie. Anything you want to know, we're here for you, buddy. And I can't wait to see your vlogs. I really can't. I can't wait to see the joy. I'm glad it looks different. I'm glad it's not an identical copy of the Bliss. That makes me happy. I like a little bit of differences, because Norwegian tends to carbon copy, so I'm liking how the joy looks. It looks fabulous. I'm really jealous.
And David, Michael, we love MSC as well. We actually love MSC. We're just a joke. Just joking.
Oh, did I say something? Oh, I didn't. I love MSC. I mean, look. It all comes down to, until everything's fully automated, and then that's when the robots uprise. So it's a whole different set of problems. But right now we have people in charge of things. No matter how many doodads and gadgets and computers that we're using, at the end of the day, people make mistakes and things happen, right? And a ship, there's no such thing as brakes, right? You can do reverse propulsion, but it takes a minute. So Yeah, things happen. We still have MSC. I mean, as long as they're not doing anything flagrantly. If they were ghost riding the whip, and then they just came in hot, then yeah, I'm gonna have a little issue sailing MSC. But no, I still want to do Meraviglia. I still want to do. We're doing Seaside again in what, February?
Yeah, we're doing Seaside in February.
And that one's not going away because it was a gift. Thank you.
That was a gifted one. So that's a family trip.
Family
stuff. Yeah. So we are the Titanic. No, I don't want to feel like the Titanic. I want to have that. Whenever I think of the grand times of cruising, minus the end of that, the grand times of cruising, I think of the Titanic in my mind. So everybody's dressed to the nines and in these really pretty gowns. And I love that. I think it's very pretty. And we kind of got a taste of that on P&O. Everybody was dressed up. It wasn't, but they weren't to the fanciness that you would think on Cunard. And
like I'm saying, top hat, tails, and a monocle. I'm totally doing it. I want to get I want to get a cane with like a big old gold ship on it. Seriously. And when someone like gets in my way, I'm just going to tap them with the ship. Scusa, that's what I want.
That's amazing.
We have a cool comment here.
Yes.
Maria and Travis just said we're booking our first Disney cruise with Britney.
Yay!
So if you don't know who Britney is, she's a wonderful human being who took a chance on us when we were a lot smaller than we are now. She sent us on initially on the Royal Princess so we could do a Fathom cruise and give back to the community. So Britney will always have a special place in our hearts because of that. And then she did it again in February and put us on the Disney Magic, which was insanity sauce. Thank you, Britney. We love you. And so I'm so glad to see that people are booking through you because that's awesome.
Yeah, that was amazing. Oh, that's our kitty.
If they were ghost riding the whip. Yeah.
We have not done a Mediterranean cruise. That's a great question. There we go. Charlotte, we have not done a Mediterranean cruise as of yet.
Not yet. We want to.
We want to.
Definitely on the list.
We did go into Barcelona. There are a couple stops on our transatlantic when we did the Epic that are part of a lot of Mediterranean cruises. We did stop in Barcelona. So we started, a lot of cruises start in Barcelona.
But we did Malaga, we did Barcelona, we did Cadiz, we did Gibraltar.
Yeah. And Madeira. Yeah. So we did a couple of those routes that we've yes, Tabitha, there were some people that were hurt. Thank goodness there weren't anybody that
What? David, thank you so much, David. Oh my gosh.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh.
What?
Where's that machine doing it? There he is. There's David. Thanks, David. You guys are awesome. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you so much. Days with Hayes going on Adventure of the Seas in 11 days.
Have a great trip.
And you're vlogging. That is fantastic. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Ship Famous, for joining us. It's Tuesday. Oh, you are over the international date line.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, we've heard that about Venice. Venice has some, I didn't even know. I just started researching it when all the stuff was happening. So yeah, that's crazy. What else do we got? Mediterranean cruise we did. What else?
Alaskan Sailor said they just signed up with the NCL Star through Britney. That is awesome.
Oh, thank you so much.
You are
so amazing.
Hey, do you have a cruise booked on NCL again? Not as of this second. We're actually talking with Robbie about potentially meeting up with him. Well, let me see if I can push this. Come on, software. Sometimes send. No, we don't have anything on the books yet. We want to. We really want to. We're looking at Joy, Encore, Escape. We really want to sail with Robbie. So yeah, but nothing as of right this second. We're just. It's all about budget and it's all about timing and everything else. So right now we are tapped out budget-wise because of Europe, and we're just kind of like licking our wounds and recouping, and then we're gonna head back out. But Europe was a big deal. It was 21 days, and it felt like it was 21 excursions. I know it wasn't, but it certainly felt that way.
Did it feel that way? Very fun. Which Azura comes out on Friday. So if you've been waiting for our Norwegian vlogs, it is coming out on Friday.
Emily says she's going on the Equinox on the Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
Have a great cruise.
Have a fantastic cruise. Oh my gosh, your countdown is like minutes away. Minutes.
TikTok. Have a blast. The new paint job and the new upgrade looks amazing. The ship looks fantastic. So enjoy.
Yes. Oh my gosh, the blue bottom of that. It looks so nice.
Jay Dazzler said that they booked with Britney as well. Yay! That was awesome. Well, there you go, Britney. We got a little love for you. That's fantastic. We love Britney. We're so glad that that worked out for her. That's so awesome.
We do. We have our Harmony of the Seasons book through her, which is fantastic.
Days with Hayes says, any cool things you guys know to do in Kings Wharf, Bermuda? Robbie, are you still here? Because if you are, you can answer that. We have only been to Bermuda once, and everything was shut down. The only thing you could do was walk around. The wind and the rain was insanity. So that's all we did is walk around in high winds and go, Bermuda, baby.
It was so cold and so windy, and everything was closed. We had planned to do I think we were gonna do a snorkel trip there, but everything got canceled. So it's supposed to be really nice.
We have another question.
Yep.
I'd love to start vlogging my cruises. How do I begin? I'm so used to being an admin on my Facebook group pages. Thanks for your help. What do you have? Do you have any beginner vlogging advice? For me, the things that I try to do, and just you have to just kind of figure out what you want to be. Like, there's all kinds of different vlogs out there. There's real-time voyeur style vlogs where the people are walking around with the camera, and you just experience it as they do, and they kind of talk it in the back of the camera. Sometimes they flip it around. There's story-driven style, kind of like what we do, where things are a little bit slowed down, more music-driven and interview-style driven, like we do, or Kara and Nate does, or things like that. And there's all kinds of stuff in between that does a mixture. There's some people who do music montages as just like one video for the entire trip. So I guess it just depends on what you want to do and what you want to say. I will say this, that it's a very competitive space. And so my biggest advice to you is be consistent and find a way to make yourself different than everybody else. Kristen, thank you so much. Wow, thank you. You are awesome. Woo woo woo. So yeah, that's my advice to everybody is YouTube is a marathon. It's not a sprint. You'll have people ebb and flow. You'll ebb and flow. There are times during the year where, like, for example, YouTube really does emulate television, right? So right now, TV is garbage. It's all the summertime stuff. Most TV shows aren't out there. That's why they put Amazing Race, because it literally goes out against nothing. Same with America's Got Talent. It's going out against nothing. So right now, it's the same kind of deal. This is considered a low period in YouTube.
Everybody's out and about. They're
going
not
on vacation.
YouTube, vacations. School's out.
School's out.
All that stuff.
And it will pick back up when school gets back in. A lot of people spend more time at home, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's that kind of deal. So stay consistent regardless of what's going on, and stay consistent to your brand and your messaging, and, you know, be true to yourself and to your audience. You know, we are openly honest with our audience, whether people like it or not. It bothers some people, but that means I don't have to worry about what lies we're telling, because I don't have to remember anything. It's just the truth, right? So that makes life easy for me, and I don't have to pretend we're somebody we're not. And hopefully you'll like us a little bit better because we're being honest and not pretending like, yo, life is good. I mean, ship life for reals. You know, sometimes life isn't good, and it's not always on a ship. I'm in my living room. If this was on a ship, I'd be like, yo, life is good. Live streaming in a studio on a ship. What? Yes. So that's true. So that's my advice. Well, I mean, what about you? Anything?
I think my advice is, like Sean said, I'm just going to kind of compound on what he said about being yourself. I think that being yourself is first, and not worrying about anybody else is second. So you're always going to perceive that somebody's going faster than you or doing better than you, or just do the best you that you can. And if you are doing the best that you can do, then you have nothing to be ashamed about or worried about. You can always look at your videos and say, hey, what can I do better?
Oh my goodness.
Thank you so much.
Alice.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Alice. So yes. So that's not the right one. Computer's not very fast today.
The interwebs. Justin, Shauna said for Amazing Race, boy, would we do bad. I can't remember anything or dance.
There you are. There's Alice. Alice, I'm going to answer your question. Any plans to cruise out of Australia in just a second?
There we go.
Push them buttons. Just be yourself and don't look at anybody else, and just do you.
Yeah. Sherry from Cruise Tips TV, I'm sure you know who she is. She's got one of the biggest cruise channels out there. Wonderful human being, great family. She said it best. So don't even bother looking at other people. You're comparing your day-to-day life to their highlight reel. You'll never win. You will never win. You do not know what they're doing. You do not know what they're doing. You do not know what they're doing. All right, that's just how it is. Don't worry about what other people say. Don't worry about what people do. Do you, and be happy. Just make sure it's something you want to do consistently, because fans will get really angry if you're like, yo, I'm bored with this. I'm done. You know, like, man, you know, so be cool.
Yeah, just keep doing it. It's the most important
Kathy
thing.
Prius just said it best. Understand that the hater's gonna hate. Keep a thick skin. We get all kinds of hate. There was some random hate over the last night over with friends of ours who have a channel, and it was just stupid hate too. It makes no sense. So yeah, you just got to deal with it.
Haters.
They're
gonna be there. So
going places just said focus on content and consistency.
Yeah,
that's absolutely
exactly
right.
Absolutely right. Okay, Alice.
Yes, Alice said, do you have any plans to cruise out of Australia? I'd go to Australia tomorrow. It's this one that we have to work on because we have friends who are from there who said that everything there is designed to eat you. And I think, was it Hey Nadine? She just said the same thing. She just said, be prepared for everything there to eat you. Keep your clothes, like wear a full bodysuit in bed.
Yeah, I have an immense fear of spiders. I am petrified of them. And I mean, like, I shut down and curl into the fetal position and just rock myself back and forth, terrified of them. And Sean's actually seen that. He actually had to literally pick me up and carry me out of a park once. I don't do well. And I know that there are a lot of spiders there. We watched Hey Nadine's, she had a video that she just released recently about, I forget what it was about. But anyway, she started talking about how you have to shake all your clothes and shake everything and keep everything basically locked down because there's spiders everywhere. And I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm never going to go there ever. And I really want to because it looks like a beautiful place, but I am just absolutely petrified of spiders. And I wish I wasn't. I wish I could be like hypnotize myself to not be that, but I am absolutely terrified of them. So right now, I'm not sure if Australia's on the map.
I want to climb that bridge. I'm sorry, I don't know it.
I do too.
I want to climb that bridge. I want to see the Opera House. I want to see a koala. I know they're germ infested or disease infested or whatever, but I want to see all these things and do all these things. But Stephanie can't. We were in Tampa. We did a staycation in Tampa at a hotel outside of Busch Gardens because, you know, that's how we roll. Big time, man. You know. Anyway, we stayed at this random place that had a marsh. They called it like a sunset bridge or whatever. It was this old, rickety, dirty pier, and we walked out there, and we're walking down to this beautiful sunset, and there's this really kind of gross, dilapidated gazebo in the background. Beautiful. But the background is beautiful. So we're walking, and I'm noticing, man, the shadows are moving. Like, are there trees or something? No, there's about 200 or 300 wolf spiders climbing and basically chasing Stephanie. I'm like, what is happening here? So I start stomping, and they didn't like that. So they started rippling the other way. But instead of Stephanie being bold about it, she decided to just sit cross-legged right there on the ground as the spiders were coming towards her. So I'm stomping on the ground as hard as I can to at least deter them while I convince Stephanie to move. She won't. She's sitting there rocking back and forth crying. I pick her up, stomping on the spiders, and I'm running. And so I carry Steph back to the hotel, and they tell her, welcome to Florida, ma'am. There's things called spiders here. I'm like, wait, what? We're from here, man. So that was their story.
It was pretty traumatic.
So Stephanie hates spiders, and of course we've been tricked with spiders. There was a thing we were in Antigua, and some guy one of our tour guides pulled out a water spider. It was a giant water creature that looked just like a spider and put it on Stephanie's head, and she lost it. So that was fun. Oh. That was fun because, you know, his tour was done in 30 minutes, but I got to spend the rest of the day cleaning up that mess. So thanks, guy. But yes, definitely want to do Australia. Nothing against it. Have lots of friends from there. They're constantly asking us to go there, and it looks like it'd be stunning. Maybe we'll cruise Australia.
Yeah, so I think
and you can stay on the ship, and I'll just send you photos.
I think Heather, you're correct. I need to get over the fear, and maybe that'll be part of the vlogging. Be like, watch Steph go into the outback. Yay, that'd be great. Watch Steph do this. I've always wanted. I do want to conquer it, and I always say I'm gonna be this big, strong person, and I'm gonna do this. And then one comes in the house, and I run away. Yeah,
Steph's thinking that like when we check into the hotel, they're gonna be sitting on the front porch going, "Good day," you know. It's like it's not quite like that, but you know. That's how she imagines what it's like. So
we will get there one day. I really believe we will. I really want to see Sydney. I want to hold a koala, like Justin said. I want to see a kangaroo, and not here. We have kangaroos here and koalas here, but I want to see them in
I want to see a sloth. I don't know if Australia has sloths, but I really want to see a sloth.
Has sloths.
Yeah. So yeah, we want to go everywhere. Unless it's like a place that's going to kidnap Americans for sport. We want to go everywhere, truly. Yeah, and Justin just said something really kind. I have to thank you, Justin, for your kind words. It just went through while we were talking. Thank you very much for your kindness. That was awesome of you to say. Emily asked if we would do theme park vlogs. You know, if this was 5 years ago, maybe, but there are just a ridiculous number of people vlogging the theme parks, and it just seems kind of like I'm not sure how we would do it differently. In our daily vlogs, we did do Disney and Universal quite a bit, so you can see that if you go into our channel and dig just a little bit deeper into the Disney vlogs. You'll see like when Pandora came out, when we waited 3.5 hours for Pandora. That's exciting. It's just...
There's a lot of people that do that specifically.
When we were there with Ben, we were looking around and darn near everybody was vlogging. So it was kind of like, wow. So yeah, I mean, we would do it if there was a genuine interest, but in all honesty, I think that there's nothing new or surprising about Disney. So it's kind of like, or Universal. So it's kind of like, and Universal has a strict no shooting policy. So you have to be really slick about how you shoot there and the rides and stuff. So yeah.
Sydney Harbor Bridge.
Sydney Harbor Bridge. Thank you. Yes, I want to climb that. Ever since I saw that on Modern Family, I'm like, please tell me you can do that. And I Googled it and you can. I'm like, that's for me. I absolutely want to go do that. So.
Oh, they have sloths. Okay, so
Nice. Woohoo.
see, they have koalas, sloths, and kangaroos, and the bridge, and no spiders, right?
Tony says that the spiders aren't that bad, and I'm sure they're not. But Stephanie, I mean, the spiders fly in Australia. So, you know, that's it's these fun facts when they matriculate, it makes it that much more difficult for me to get Stephanie on an Australian-bound plane.
We did live in California for a year,
Oof.
and California has a great migration in Central California. Actually, I think most of California, isn't it? Most of California. They have a migration of tarantulas every year. They move basically. It's their mating season. I was dreading it, so scary. But we didn't actually see any, so it's probably the same as that in Australia. You don't see them. I mean, I really felt like when we were living in California, there was going to be a tarantula on every single corner, on every single basically sidewalk square. There's going to be one sitting there, and there was not. So, you know, what can you do? People make things up a big thing. So I'm going to get over my fears, and I'm going to get us to Australia and see it and do it right.
Blue Ocean Life has a good question.
Yes.
If I can get it up here, get it up on the screen. There we go.
That's a good question.
Yeah. Would you consider doing Virgin? Yes. We would. And I'm going to change my mind because Mr. Branson pulled an interesting one. I was reading on LinkedIn, and I'm not 100% up on speed of it, so I'm going to speak lightly on it because I know a lot of people don't like it when you talk out of turn. But apparently, he is courting South Dakota, North Dakota. He's courting a specific region in the United States that you wouldn't think, and he's trying to tell everybody that it's not going to be the cruise line that you think it is. That's interesting. It still has a tattoo parlor, you know, and other things that are not common. You know what? I want to do every ship. So in the same breath, I can't say I want to do the Queen Mary and then not do another extreme. So yeah, we would do Virgin if we could figure out a way to make it work. Like we said, right now, we are completely self-financed. So if things change, or if Virgin calls and says, yo, we want to know what your thoughts, and they put us on, I'm not going to say no. I won't say no to, if someone wants us to vlog their dinghy, we'll do it. I'll do ship tour day on a canoe. Watch me.
Sorry.
She's ignoring me.
No. I'm sure everybody's watching my expressions as I'm reading everyone's terrifying things about Tony saying their spiders are hand-sized. I'm like,
oh goodness gracious. Yeah, so y'all had to say the T word in the chat. You had to say, she's not going to sleep tonight.
Tarantulas are not cool.
That's like showing Scream to a child. What are you doing? You can't bust out that T word. You got to work. It's like saying Voldemort. You can't say that name, yo.
So that's my eyes are like, oh. So yes, it was the only, yes, Justin's correct. It was the only state, South Dakota was the only state that had not booked on Virgin yet, and they just booked it. So it will be interesting to see what is going on with that cruise line.
Vanessa has a really good question. She says, can you tell us about the vlogger meet and greets that you just attended? What's the common challenge you find when you get together? Well, the very first one we did was with Josh and
Josh Hokum.
Josh Hokum.
I don't know who that is.
The internet cruise director, Josh Hokum. Hey, everybody. I love Josh I just love Josh. He's awesome. But it was the Josh show. So the other vloggers, everybody.
It was a group cruise.
It was a group cruise.
That's a big difference.
So everybody there, it wasn't all vloggers there. There was Alyssa and Griff, us and Josh. Was there anybody other vloggers there? I don't think there was any other vloggers. Yeah, that was it. Everybody else was on the group cruise. So it was a completely different dynamic. It was cool to meet people and talk with them. It was cool to meet Alyssa and Griff real quick, and it was cool to talk to Josh for the 8 seconds that we were able to do because everybody has a huge demand on his time. So that was interesting. And then the next one was all vloggers, which was a completely different vibe. Everybody was a lot more chill. I think the only challenge is, and I want to say this in a nice way, I'm not trying to be mean at all, but as creators and as a business owner, I don't have the opportunity to watch everyone's vlog. If I could hit the pause button and watch every single person's vlog, I would, because nobody believes that everyone can cook that like I do. I truly believe anybody can tell a story, anybody can vlog. I don't believe you have to be special. I believe everybody has a unique vision and a unique story to tell. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people who walk around assuming that you know who they are and you watch their stuff. And I think it's kind of weird to be, it's fun that we do the Sean and Steph trivia, but when you walk into a situation, they start giving you trivia about them. I don't even know who you are. And now I'm supposed to know very specific details about your stuff. I feel bad about that. Yep. I don't know it. And I'm sorry. I work, like I said, I work 4 a.m. to midnight. That's my life. You want to trade? And seriously, I work an insane amount of hours, and I was exhausted that night. I think Nurse Nancy told me I looked tired. Somebody told me I looked really tired, and I was. I was just really exhausted, and so I don't have time to watch everybody, and I wish I did. I try to make time when I'm rendering or exporting or transporting, or when I work out. I'm watching y'all's vlogs when I work out now. doing whatever I can to add more things, but I just honestly can't see everybody. So that's the biggest challenge, is to kind of rise over kind of any kind of attitudes or egos. We don't roll that way. We don't really care. We were there just to be with each other and meet each other and just kind of have fun. But you know, every once in a while you roll into people with attitudes or you know, there's some passive aggression. You know, we don't have the numbers that everybody else has. We're not on that path. We are doing this for a completely different reason. And I really don't understand why another grown adult has to come up to me and kind of berate me for having fewer subs than they do. So that it's not everybody. Most of the people there were awesome and really chill and very nice. But there was a couple people there who just went out of their way to make me feel as low as possible. And I don't like that. You know, I'm a storyteller too. I have a right to be there. Stephanie has the right to be there. We all do. So I think that's the biggest challenge, is we all have to remember that these are vacation videos, for crying out loud. We're not saving lives.
Rhonda's the one that said you look tired. That's right, Rhonda.
Oh, Rhonda, there you go. Rhonda, thank you, Rhonda. Yeah, I was tired. I am tired. I'm still tired. I'm not sure I've slept since then. So yeah.
I think that's the beauty of makeup. It kind of, you get to put all that on, cover it up. Sean doesn't get to wear makeup, so.
Only on weekends.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the thing. So meet and greets for creators is a really fun thing. When you meet fans, it's kind of a more apprehensive thing, because you don't know you're going to meet on the other side, because you've only met online. So like Josh's meetup was mostly fans, because they were cruise fans, so they knew us, but we didn't know them. So that was a little bit of a different dynamic. Josh is great. Alyssa and Griff are great. But we talked to them online daily, or not daily, but you know what I mean? Like, we talked to them more than we talked to fans. So meeting up with Sharon at C Group was mostly people that are YouTubers, that are creators. So it's just a different dynamic. I will say that we don't bring, like, you won't see a video from us for that. So if you're waiting for that, that's not going to happen. We go to meetups to meet people, and there's nothing wrong with bringing a camera.
No, there's not, because somebody has to document it, right?
Yeah,
but we just didn't document it. We're just not.
We're just there to meet and mingle and see everyone and be in whatever video that we want us to be in.
And to be honest, we get a lot of hate, both from the public and from other creators. So we're not about to put a camera in people that we do or do not know if they like us. So it's nice to just get to know. We didn't know anybody.
It was the first time we met almost everyone there.
You know, it was awesome to meet Nurse Nancy. It was great to put names with faces, and you know, it was fantastic. You know, it's just, unfortunately, people are involved. And just like I say about cruise ships, is there's going to be a percentage of people who really just don't want you to exist. And they can't pinpoint it, but it's really unfortunate when, like, you try to actively put out, you know, positivity and just light into the world, and someone's just like, I'm not buying it. I'm not having it. I don't like you. And that's cool. There's nothing you can do about it.
All right. We have a great question from Blue Ocean Life.
All right.
Please, please, please tell me your favorite cruise ship and beach. All right. So 2 separate questions.
Completely.
Our favorite cruise ship by far to date, hands down, is Symphony of the Seas.
Without a doubt, by leaps and bounds.
It is.
Nothing comes close.
So you rarely ever get a perfect vacation. Even for us, we rarely ever get a perfect cruise, but it was as near perfect as it could possibly be. So the stars just aligned and everything just worked out wonderfully. We had a fantastic, fantastic week. I could have stayed on for another 4 weeks. It was so great. So everything worked out. The guests, you know, everybody was great with the guest wise, and then the crew wise, and the ship wise, and everything else. That just everything aligned, which never happens. So if we went on Symphony again, that may not be our same experience, but it was for that one. So right now, Symphony is our favorite.
By far.
Favorite beach. There is a beach for me. There is a beach in St. Martin called Friars Bay.
Oh my gosh.
And it's
a slice of heaven.
By far the prettiest and quietest beach. They have a bar there that's a local bar. It's like a reggae bar. It's wonderful. They have food, and they have some really crazy stuff. Like, you could eat their iguanas that are on St. Martin. You can actually eat them. They sell them there. So they have a bunch of different, like, unique local stuff and a unique local flair. They have chairs and umbrellas, but the beach is pristine and the water is so calm. It's in a protected area. Actually, the P. Diddy's house used to be on the corner. He did just recently sell it. So I think I said that in one of our vlogs, because we were on tour with Johnny. But Friars Bay is hands down the prettiest beach that we've ever seen in St. Martin, and it is beautiful. And nobody's ever there, ever. No one's ever there. So if that answered your question. Did you got anything to add?
I think you covered it.
Okay, there we go.
So they're saying that our audio has dropped down. A couple people saying our audio's a little low.
What?
A couple people are saying our audio is a little bit low.
I didn't touch anything.
Yeah. So maybe it's the stream that just dived down, because all the levels are identical. So hopefully it picks back up.
Rhonda, no, it was not you. We love you to death. So no, it was not. We had a great time. We had a great, great night. It was very fun. just there's some egos that come in, and that's just how it is.
Look, you can't please everybody.
No.
There's going to be people who are mad at you. There's some people who've told us we were told to stay in our lane, whatever that means. I'm not even sure what my lane is. Are these ships? Do ships have lanes? Kind of, but not really, right? So, have you done Alaska yet? We get this a lot. To answer the Alaska question, no, we have not done Alaska yet. Oh, you just put a.
That's
sorry.
right.
Oh.
Have you done Alaska?
Oh, okay. I can't see that from that screen. We want to do Alaska badly. The problem is no matter what we can get the base ticket to be, the excursions are 3 to 4 times that. And that's the problem for us. So we're saving up for excursions because we're not going all the way to Alaska and then just walking up here or a port. That's not going to happen. We definitely want to do what we did in Europe, and that's, experience everything we can. Maybe helicopters, maybe, do that log thing where you roll on the log. I don't know. Maybe punch a totem.
I don't think you do that. I think you watch people do it. I don't think that's part of the excursion.
Watch
I
me.
think you watch people that actually are professionals do it.
I got the beard. I'm growing the beard. My brother has the beard, but I'll get the beard right for Alaska.
Yeah, we do. Alaska is on our top list. We definitely want to see it, but we want to do it right. So we're trying to save up money to do it correctly and do all the excursions that we want to do. And they're very expensive. So we definitely want to do that.
Heather says she's going to go to St. Martin and do the ATV from Johnny and tell her because it was all. Thank you so much. We love Johnny. If you haven't seen what she's talking about, we did ATVs around St. Martin twice through a guy named Johnny. Johnny's ATV and scooter rentals, or scooter and ATV rentals, I believe. And he was awesome. And he took us all to the great hotspots. He took Stephanie to her favorite beach twice, Friars Bay. And so life is good.
Friars Bay.
It's if you haven't been to Friars Bay, the water is impeccable.
Take a cab out there and then get a cab back. Tell them, give you your number.
Hey, Kathy says we can stay.
It's amazing.
I think she's talking to us. Kathy says we can stay with them in West Seattle. That sounds great. Can we move in? Can we vlog for I don't know, 6 years? Can we bring 4 cats?
I want to see you now. Everyone wants to see you log roll.
I'm definitely doing the log roll. I'll take the pocket Ozma and be like, what up? This is easy.
I don't think it's
then cut
easy.
to me being on concrete,
Smack. Yeah, that's what happens. Let's see. The new Titanic. Any desire? Kinda.
I do. Look, if it sails, I wasn't joking. If you have a really dope canoe, I'm gonna come vlog it. Seriously, I'll do a houseboat. Y'all got a houseboat? Ship tour day. Seriously, if as long as we're on water, I'm totally down. Do they make tuk-tuks for the water? Seriously, I would do it. What's this question?
We have another question. Are you guys booking the Mardi Gras, which I can meet you on the 6-day cruise next September? We will be on currently, if things still work out and we don't have to cancel any more cruises, we will be on the Mardi Gras. We have a booking for the October. I don't know what day it is exactly. It is the first sailing out of Port Canaveral. So we should be sailing out of the new terminal, which will be exciting. That is our plan. Us and probably, I know it's all sold out. I think, I'm not sure, but I think there's 100 different vloggers going to be on that cruise. So it'll be absolutely fantastic and crazy and wonderful. And I cannot wait. It'll be so much fun. So fun. So yes, we are going on Mardi Gras. Let's see. The Oasis class.
October 16th.
October 16th.
October 16th. We are sailing on the Mardi Gras.
Alaskan sailors. Yeah, the Oasis class does need to go to West Coast. I think it would do really well there.
Yeah, you need at least, there's 5 of them now coming out, right? The number 5, Oasis 5 is coming out. So let's just give one of them over to y'all. You can have any one. They're all amazing, but you need an Oasis class ship. Seriously. I'm willing to bet now that it's a completely different experience. I definitely want to try the smaller royal ships. Want to give them another fair shot. We've done Enchantment twice, Liberty once. Again, the 3-4 days they can be. So I'm hoping to find a small ship that does the 7, so it's not as crazy.
Yes. Randy asking, how far is it to the bay? What would you say it is? It's about
to Friars Bay. Ooh,
25
minutes by 25 minutes
so?
by. It depends. If they shut down the bridge or whatever, it'll take a little longer. But yeah, it's about 25 minutes.
Yeah, it's not very far, and it's secluded. Nobody goes there. It's beautiful.
Nobody. It's all locals.
It's
all locals, and it's so awesome.
And the beach just keeps going. It goes past the. If you watch our St. Martin vlogs, you'll see it. The beach just keeps going, and you can go it's public beaches, so you can go all the way down if you don't even want to be with the crowds and have your own piece of heaven down at the end. And it's wonderful. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Think of here's the best way to look at Friars Bay. Have you ever seen Maho Beach? Have you ever just looked at videos of Maho Beach? It's 100% the exact opposite of that.
The crazy.
So if Maho Beach is a Guns N' Roses concert, Friars Bay is a library, and that's exactly what it. I'm not joking.
That's what it is. Let's see what else we got. Have you done the ABC Islands? Oh my gosh. this is what made
This
the
is
Meraviglia cruise.
This is how the Meraviglia cruise
so
goes from 1 tier to 2, because that was going to kill the Caribbean for us. It was going to be the ABCs plus like 11 other islands, and it was literally going to kill the rest of the Caribbean for us.
It was like 11 ports.
Yeah,
it was something amazing. It wasn't 11 ports. It was a lot though.
Well,
I think it was like
I think
8.
by now everyone knows I like to.
No, that was me that said that.
Oh,
You
okay.
said that. I said that. It's like 8 different Caribbean islands, and it was all the deep South Caribbean islands that we have never seen before. So Aruba, Curacao, Bonaire, all of those things. I was so excited to see the flamingos already. I've been researching them, and yeah, so that we eventually will get there, but not at this point in time. We don't have the plans to go there. So one day we will be there. Oh, sad tear. Sad.
Justin was saying that we should. Oh, come on. Technology. He said. Oh, I'm sorry, Justin. Justin mentioned a small ship that actually is doing 7 and 8 days. Things are going by so quickly, though. I love that. Everyone's talking. That makes me happy. Come to Baltimore and sail Grandeur. It has 8 and 9 nights. Well, you know what? There you go. That will work. Love Baltimore. Haven't done that port yet. Really, we were supposed to do that as well. That was going to be our original Meraviglia trip.
I was born there.
Right. Okay. Wow.
Side note.
Way to derail the convo.
Anyway.
Oh, you've done. Tony's done Mariner and Quantum. I really want to do a Quantum class ship. I don't.
Yeah, we haven't done that yet.
I so wanted to try a Quantum. I want to try that observation thingy. I just want to try it all. Oasis 6 is on order as well. Wow. Had no idea. That's crazy. That's crazy.
We're gonna get all those Oasis class.
I think we're gonna be the first on our block to collect all 5. We're getting close.
All right, this is a great question, and we're going to answer this because it's fantastic. Jake, thank you for getting here.
Haha.
This is
That's a very good question.
This is
Jake.
Mondays with Sean and Steph. No. So yesterday, if you did not know, yesterday YouTube was down from about, I don't know, like 1 o'clock in the afternoon till about 6, down completely. Not on the front end, so you could see YouTube, but creators couldn't get into the back end. So we did not have a show yesterday, so we wanted to do it today because we wanted to talk to you guys, and we had a lot of stuff to say. So we had all that stuff planned, and so we postponed it for today. So thank you, YouTube, for today. There you go.
To David, yeah, we want to try small Carnival ships as well, for certain. We want to try, we're knocking out the big ships like crazy. We definitely want to try the smaller ships and see what they're different. Blue Ocean Life says, NCL or Royal? This is a really hard question for me because I have friends at Norwegian who are near and dear. They're like family to us. So I love them. But if I had to pinpoint right now, today, and this could change, this is a slippery slope here, but this could change. It's Royal for me. Right now, my favorite line is Royal, and it's only because of my experience on Symphony. It was darn near flawless. It was
perfect.
The food, the service, the live entertainment, the music, everything was just, those times where things just seemed like when you go to work and you get all green lights, right? And I'm sure maybe there was some jerk on the road that cut you off, but you didn't even notice because, baby, you got all green lights, right? Well, that's what Symphony was like for us. There were jerks who close elevator doors, who do stupid jerky things that happen on every cruise ship. But the service and the crew and everything else was just so spectacular. It was just like you're kind of eager to get up the next day going, what's going to happen? And every day was a new surprise for us. So, yeah, I don't know if that will be recreated. Maybe I'm setting myself up for a huge letdown.
We'll see. We'll see how we can do on Harmony in August.
And David says, have we done any beach resorts?
We have. We're going to keep the conversation more on the positive side. We don't have anything nice to say about any. We have done a bunch of all-inclusive resorts,
and they've never gone well.
Terrible from everything from start to finish. Just terrible.
We vlogged a sandals resort, and it will never see the light of day.
There's
just all kinds of problems. So it's not going to happen. But so as of right this second, we've never been to an all-inclusive resort, a land-based resort that has been worthwhile or good. It's always been a nightmare, and it gets progressively worse. So I hope that changes one day, but maybe I just think the universe is telling us to stay at sea because we just don't have any good luck at land, except for Vegas. Vegas would be the only time that we've had like land-based fun, I think.
Well, Vegas resorts are like cruise ships.
Yeah, but the actual all-inclusive resorts like your Sandals or what is the other one? The one that bought all the Playboy resorts? I forget. Anyway, we've done a ton of them, and yeah, it's just never been good. I wish we could find a way.
So this is a great question. I know we're getting to 8 o'clock, and I want to wrap it up so you guys can have your night.
This is a really good question.
This is a great question from Tabitha. How do you pay off your cruises all at once? Just a down payment with the balance in the final payday, or a little every month until I guess it's finished? I can't read the rest of it. It's ... for me. So that's a very good question. We actually do the down payment, put it down, and then I just pay a lump sum at the end right before it's due. So I always put it on our credit card for the miles, for the credit card points, and then I pay off our credit card right away, so I don't have any interest charges on it or anything like that. So basically it's cash, so I just put the cash down at the end, and that's how we do it. But a lot of people do down payments, and then they do payments throughout the thing, which is great. I just always forget. I would love to do that, and I probably should do that, but I just forget, and I run out of time, and I'm like, oh, it's the final payment is due. So
Yeah, LuTube just said I did an all-inclusive in St. Lucia, and I'll stick with cruising. That's the nicest way to put it. I'll just stick with cruising. The universe has slapped me in the face so many times for stepping onto a land-based resort that I'm just gonna stay in the boat.
Okay. So, well, is there a couple more? How about a good hotel for a day while cruising? We actually have been looking into this. We've never done this before.
Except for in Europe.
Did we?
In between our cruises? Or do you mean during the cruise? Is that what you mean?
I think during
a day. Like doing an all-inclusive resort during the day, like a day pass?
A beach, like a day pass?
Yeah. We've seen that. Unfortunately,
we haven't ever done it, though.
Unfortunately, we stayed at one of the places it's a really big, famous day pass, and woof.
Would not recommend it. Maybe it's good for a day pass, and then you get to walk away and with your life. Just not good. Not good. Excuse me. So, okay, guys, we're going to wrap it up because I know it's getting late and it's 8 o'clock. But thank you guys
thank you all
for coming on this impromptu Mondays with Sean and Stef.
Yeah, we should probably put a vote up in the Cruise Buddies. If you don't know what the Sean and Cruise Buddies are, go to Sean and Stef Cruise Buddies on Facebook. All of our decisions are made by group decision. We started doing live streams purely because of a poll, and they picked the day and the time. But now Mondays feels kind of cool. So if you all like Mondays, let's open up a discussion. Not necessarily going to change things because the master scheduler here doesn't like when she has to erase things on the calendar. It's the no-no.
I got the whiteout pen.
So come on. But if we're really interested in Mondays, we might. It all depends. I don't know.
We're open.
Yeah, we're open for anything.
It's all the same for us. We work every day, so it doesn't matter for us. Pretty much, we'd be working right now if we weren't doing this.
We loved Atlantis, by the way. We did a day at Atlantis, so we had the fantastic time. Unfortunately, I can't release that vlog and also explain like where we came from and why we were there. I guess if we could just do an Atlantis day and just like doesn't matter how we got here, don't worry about it. This is not the travel vlog you're looking for, you know.
Yeah, the W Hotel in Vegas is really nice.
So is that the one with the floaty head, the hologram? I think above the casino.
SLS, I think.
Oh, that's SLS. Okay, I think it's owned by W. Maybe I don't know.
I
love W Hotels.
Okay, guys. So thank you so much for coming and for all your great questions and for everything else.
For sure.
At this point, we will be back on Sunday. Next Sunday at 4 o'clock.
Although
Eastern.
Vanessa Ingram just said Mondays are a nice end to a crappy Monday, so.
That's true. That's kind of a good thing. Well, we'll see.
Justin, you're awesome. Justin is like one of our biggest supporters. He's been around forever. Thank you so much, Justin. You're literally like I think the first person to comment on our stuff in our VIP group and all that. So he's awesome. So if you all don't know Justin, say hi to him. He's amazing. There's Michael as well. Michael's a VIP. Thank you all for your support. And the biggest thing I want to say to all of you is thank you for putting up with our impromptu live stream. I know a lot of people got angry last night. We tried our absolute best. We tried and tried and tried, and then we were getting into Paro DJ territory and other people who are wanting to go live, so it wasn't really fair to them. So we moved it to today. So thank you for being flexible, and I'm sorry for those of you who were really upset. Big hug for you.
Yes, big hug. And if you guys want Monday nights,
we can vote on it. We can vote on it. Or we can go like Josh and just go live every night, and then just we'll see you when we see you. You know.
No, if you guys really want that, go into our Cruise Buddies group and let's talk about it. And I will be there talking to you. So.
Have a great cruise. Lou's going on an 8-day tour of Spain. And then an NCL epic cruise. That is awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, gosh. I love when people go on cruises. Like, it's so exciting. So I'm like, it's so exciting. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, Tony.
We
Tony's
love
awesome.
All of you. Thank you so much for all of your super chats tonight. You guys are amazing.
Yeah, everyone is so cool.
My goodness gracious.
We're overwhelmed with your kindness. Thank you so much, everybody.
So much.
You all
guys
really
are so
do mean the
great.
world to us, truly.
It's true. It's very true.
It's true.
All right,
everyone.
We'll see everyone next Sunday at 4 o'clock Eastern, and then we'll talk about changing this week if we want to change on Monday. So, but right now,
Mondays.
And then on Sunday, we'll make the official announcement if we're moving to Monday. So Sundays right now until at 4.
So Sundays at 4. Thank you so much, everybody. We love and adore each and every one of you. Thank you so much for sharing your Monday with us, and we'll see you
Sunday.
Sunday.
At 4. Bye.
Bye, everyone.